like I have been. Uh, as my usual, I am going through and see if my mic is working. But yes, guys, welcome to Gaming for Fun. And today we're not really going to be gaming per se, but we're going to be watching one and explain a few things of how I view things. So, okay, as I found out that my mic is working, we're all ready to go. Today's game, NHL 17. If you're a big hockey fan, this might be one for you. Speaking of hockey fans and sports fans in general, I have one big question and comment of what you think about this at the bottom of the video. Okay, first off, how is SPN making money off sport games like this one, NHL, and some basketball games, NFL, my bad, excuse me, NFL and basketball games, and a lot of racing games on these, just because, you know, I can go out and do this at the Greensboro Ice House in Greensboro, North Carolina. I can go there all day and try to actually learn how to play the game, not actually sit in my room and watch or play with these sticks instead of those sticks. It really puzzles the mind a little bit, because I mean, games like this you can play outside. I mean, shoot, if you don't got ice, use roller skates. I mean, there is a roller hockey. Come on. But for today's broadcast of Gaming for Fun, we're not really going to be gaming in this one. We're actually going to sit and watch. And I'm going to try to be like an announcer in this video for a hockey game. Do not laugh, because I do not know any of these guys' names, players, except for my own and a few various famous ones. So yeah, we're gonna have a problem. This is gonna be like one of those ha ha ha, look at that dork kind of videos. But in a way, I like doing this a lot, just because, let's say if there's no games on TV, NHL wise, or like I can't see my favorite team. My favorite team, by the way, is Carolina Hurricanes. Go Canes. Hope y'all win this season. And I do think y'all have a good enough team to go to playoffs and have a shot at the Stanley Cup. As a matter of fact, it's been 2 years. It was 2 years after the Panthers won, or lost, my bad, after the Panthers lost their Super Bowl to the Patriots. And then it was 2 years after that, in 2006, the Carolina Hurricanes actually comes out and wins the Stanley Cup. Now, I'm not saying that I'm superstitious, but the way I've been seeing how the Canes is going lately, I think it's going to happen again. Carolina Hurricanes I think hockey was the last sport to come to North Carolina, and they're the first sport in North Carolina to actually bring home a cup. So, with the rate that the Canes are going right now, I do think they're going to have another Stanley Cup here, not too long. They do have a real good team going. They got really good guys going at it, and I'm going to apologize in advance for this green screen back here. It's not working the way I want it to. But let's try not to focus on the green screen behind me screwing up, and let's continue with it. But yes, I do think the Carolina Hurricanes do have a playoff championship team, and the reason I say that is just because their team looks really, really good right now, and Coach Peters, he's doing a real good job with the team. He's got some pretty darn good players on, and Justin Faulkman, he's always getting in there in the defense, making plays. I like that. I was actually not surprised at him having the seat for the captain for the Carolina Hurricanes, because I know it's rare for a defensive man in hockey in general to have the C, but it is a good idea for having him having the C. Jordan Stahl, I think last time I checked, unless somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, he still got the A, which I'm not doubting his leadership and all, but I do think that the I do think the Carolina Hurricanes has a good leader with what they got now with Justin Falk being their captain. Also, when he came in as a rookie, I also liked him. He's a pretty good defenseman, and we need those on Carolina. And I think some of our power play penalty kills reflects on that. Yeah, I think the Canes is doing a real good job, even though they did come off with a loss Tuesday against the Penguins. That's a tough team to beat anyway. I mean, can we give that a grant? Because the Penguins were kind of like the Patriots of football, or the Patriots in hockey. So I mean, they're real tough to beat, along with the Washington Capitals, which we do not like those two teams whatsoever. But as we got two teams playing today, the Blue Jerseys is a team that I made and drafted and did the jersey designs. And we're playing up against the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. So here we go. And while this game is going on and they do some quick passes, I just want to let everybody know that, especially if you're a hockey fan for this video, you most likely are. The Carolina Hurricanes are playing today at 7:30 against the Canadians. Now, how we're going to go into this Canadian team, I think we're going to hit them pretty like we've been doing regularly. They might want to step up their game just a tad bit more, just because we lost. We lost to the Penguins. That's a sign that we still need to improve, which that is good. I mean, and you can't always play at your A best all the time. But we had plenty of rest. We had a 1 day rest. I think they can come out and win beat the Canadians if they try hard. The only difference is we're going to be playing them at their home ice. They have home field advantage, and yes, that does play a lot into
the Ducks waiting back in the defensive zone.
Into a hockey game.
Gets in, looks over his options.
They'll be back home on the 30th versus the Senators.
And
I hope I'm saying that right. Outside of hockey news, that is all the information that I've got right now. And Carolina Hurricanes, there's your free publicity. Don't have to pay me, just pay.
One of the fine goaltenders ever raised.
Yeah, you don't have to pay me. I just hopefully I can go to one of your games next year.
Amherst has developed into one of the most consistent goaltenders that we've seen in the National Hockey League.
As of right now, and I don't know why I did that for this video. They're not going to watch this.
That's such a quick shot. He's able to get his
too busy playing hockey. Come on.
Just shaking his head. He can't believe it didn't go in.
So, as we get into this game, this is how I like to spend most of my evenings after work, because I actually fall asleep while I'm watching these games. But yeah, guys, actually, tell me how I did in creating this team. Put your comments below. And if you want to challenge me, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, you probably will beat me, because I do not put no time in this game whatsoever. I just bought it for kicks, to watch games when there's no games going on, off season or regular season. When I'm in the
you talk about textbook call
at work on second shift, so all the games happen there and then, and can't find none of the games at the
There's always a start to your power play night, and this is number one.
You cannot take penalties against this power play.
at the
I'm with you on that. Power play beginning.
so during the morning there's no hockey games on like right
He's
now.
got it there. He wants to clear it
We're
out.
watching
Trying to
this.
go quick inlet. Moved along and in.
And you know what's funny though? If you actually been to a real hockey game or any sports events, look at people around you. You're gonna have more fun trying to watch the game, plus watching the people that's around you. Because I've been to several games where people actually go like, "What? Really?" Or, "Why didn't we not get that?" I mean, people are very interesting at these games. They're really interesting to watch. Yeah, I kind of pay attention to who I hang around with and where I'm sitting at most of these games, just because they're funny people looking, and shoot, that people's probably looking at me because when we get a goal, I'm going, yeah, what? This is our house. See, Carolina Hurricanes jersey right here. Yeah, that's our house. Yeah, so I get crazy too. So it's more fun, especially when you see the kids. The first hockey game I went to was against the Boston Bruins at a Carolina Hurricanes game. Alright, there was not that many red and blacks. All it was red and or black and gold. Black and gold. So these couple of old dudes in the back going, "Oh, this ain't y'all's house, this is our house. Look at all this black and gold right here, man. We are all Boston. We got the best players." 3 fights in the first period. One more fight in the second. Another fight in the third. Went down to the wire. 4 minutes left in the game. 4 to 2. 4-2, Carolina's favor. Guess what? We even got the open net. As soon as we got the open net, Boston guys started to walk up. 2 minutes left in the game. They started to walk up, go out, and then there was these kids sitting behind me in the same row with these old men wearing Carolina Hurricanes jerseys. And man, you're talking about the sweetest time ever, because they're kids. You can't do nothing. They're walking up behind them going like, "Yeah, get off our ice, get off our ice. We told you, fool, this is our ice. Get off. We beat you, fool. How's this your home?" Oh, it was just funny as you can get out. And as we turned back to the game, my Sword Kings scored the first goal. Yes, alright. Do not know that guy's name. Probably was my guy. It looked like it had the C on it. But yeah, that is awesome. My team scored the first goal. Sweet. In this game video right here. But again, the Boston game, that was just an amazing game for a first game. And with that being said, if you see this video on YouTube, click, tell me what was your first game moment. At the bottom, I would love to hear it, and I might actually read some of those off in my next broadcast. So send me some good juicy first game moments. Either be you, your son, or your grandkids, because that would actually be fun to actually talk about in one of my videos, especially when I'm bored and got no information whatsoever to tell anybody in any games that's not already out there, people that already knows. Again, guys, thank you for joining me in Gaming for Fun. Today we're watching a computer simulated game. If I drafted a team, made it, and just let them go at it, see where my team would be. Right now, we're doing pretty good, but I'm kind of disappointed in this power play. We haven't gotten any in this power play. And it's kind of ridiculous how they're playing right now. But other than that, let's see it. The roster I got for this team, I know Alexander Ovechkin's on there. I got Jonathan Quick. He's by far, I think, one of the best goalies outside of Cam Warren. Which, Cam Warren, I know you still like to play the game, but you're getting up in age, dude.
This is frustrating. The goaltender makes a save by
Think about
just
retirement.
the shot.
I love you, man. I got a few cards that I wish you could sign for me if you watch this video. But man, you've been playing good. You've been playing good, but your time's creeping up. So, I mean, do what you can for this season. And who knows, you might actually get another Stanley Cup before you retire, because your team really does look good. Carolina. So,
North Carolina's power play can't feel terrible. They did score one.
okay, so we didn't score none in that power play.
His positioning is perfect. It's not a difficult scoring chance.
What we, I mean, all in all, that team actually did pretty well keeping that puck on that side.
Anaheim's prevailed on another face-off.
I'm not really happy on how some of my teams are playing, but like again, this is a computer simulation. If I really did this, it might be better. But if you put me on the ice like I do, jersey number 7 up there, that's me, customized players myself. I am not that good, and I'm not going to pretend to be that good, and I'll probably bring the team down, and they'll probably kick me out. Kind of like what they do to me in Call of Duty almost every single night.
Boy, what reaction. He's got it again. Good work by Marion Gabbert. Just a backhand.
People
and another
don't think,
strong save.
I'm not a very good... See, this is why I play games for fun, and not competition. I mean, shoot. All the pros kick you out of every server. Oh, look at that. We scored another goal.
Showing some frustration. He scored, but that's obviously going to be a goaltender interference penalty. You can't stand inside the blue paint with the goalie.
Oh, man. They're going to call us for goalie interference. And 17. Why'd you do that, man? Okay, so no goal. They waved it off. Darn it.
They've won the face-off. Poke checked away by Stoner. Anaheim's on the move.
Don't know how that
to wheel it up the wing.
But okay.
Puck is thrown to Winning. Good stick work, and for that reason, it's a chance for the offense.
I do like the defense of this.
North Carolina's moving it up the wing.
They're going pretty good.
Seeks the corner. And the possession taken up by Zdeno Chara.
Again, guys, if you're just now watching this video, or you've seen it through the beginning and just forgot because I give out information, we're just watching this video, or watching this game. It's a AI versus AI, and well, I'm running out of information anyway, and we're not even close done to the first period. Man, I don't take that much.
Thrown in. Possession once again by Chara. Pitching it to Iginla.
Oh yes, I do have great news. We're going to take my gaming for fun outside, and yes, there are games outside. We will go outside and actually get physical. Like I said at the beginning of this video, anyway, how does EA Sports continue to make these games every year, knowing that I can go out and play this game outside? Don't got ice, but I do got roller skates.
Anything you do once, you can do twice. Let's see if that applies to this particular power play.
Well, another opportunity on the power play. They've already capitalized one time. They're looking to do it again.
What are you going to do when the NFL or when the police what are you going to do when the game system stops working and the satellites just go
back near the blue line? Terrific save with no reaction
okay,
time whatsoever.
can't use the computer, can't use the TV, can't use your games. What are you going to do, man?
Good save there.
NHL, roller hockey. Football, backyard football. I mean, good lord, I got plenty of cousins, and I don't know about the friends, but I've got plenty of cousins. We always go out and play football. And then, what else do we got? I mean, shoot, Call of Duty. Hey, there's a paintball field in Greensboro and Winston-Salem. I'm gonna go there. Thank you, Paintball Central. When I can't play my Call of Duty, I'm gonna go out there. And oh, look, they also got a airsoft field. I mean, good look. I could probably find every game in reality that you can do for every game. RPGs, scavenger hunt, pretty much. I mean,
and the heat's taken off by the clear. The power play unit has to recoil and try yet again.
A lot of stuff. A lot of
that one to
stuff.
Up the wing, moving ahead.
Generation after me, I swear, guys, I pray for y'all more every day, just because. But man, y'all play video games. Some of you are responsible adults. Others of you have been sitting in playing games.
The shooter thought he made a pretty good shot here, but the goaltender's in good shape. He makes the stop, and he's able to deny the shooter on what he thought was an excellent
like I said,
chance.
I play games for fun. I've got a life. I gotta work
The superheroes
play
get
these.
the draw.
I don't even make money off. I'm not even famous on
and has
YouTube yet.
possession.
I mean, really, guys, come on. Seriously.
They must retreat and start back again.
I do these when I can, and I don't
Pass
got
attempt
nothing to
to
do with the
Gabbard.
house. I mean, my parents would probably disagree with me right now, but hey, that's not the point.
Gathered up again by Aginla.
I'm just saying. We have this excuse of saying, "Oh, I gotta play this game with a friend tonight." Come on, well, can you just do it in reality? I mean, don't you play hockey for real, or football, or Kingdom Hearts? I mean, shoot, you got cosplayers for Pete's sakes. You can go out and cosplay at a convention. You can say,
and he takes the heat off by clearing.
you can make a quest out of that, or bring some people in, people you don't know, and just say, "Hey, I'm a quest giver. Would you do this, this?"
That looked like it was
On the other hand, that probably wouldn't go off so well.
The superheroes lug that along up the wing.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff
The Ducks have killed
we can-
off the penalty. Penalty box is empty for them.
we can think of.
Snapping a pass to Bull.
You know what? With that said, I think the imagination of America is dead.
Again by Hagelin.
Think about it in this way. Kids play video games, right? You stick them outside, they have no idea what to do. Me, you stick me outside, my backyard can become like a Phineas and Ferb episode. Backyard beach, a dungeon.
Talk about cutting down the angle, perfectly executed by the goaltender.
Or Star Wars
Oh, he was able to
universe.
get the glove on this
Luke.
excellent scoring chance. Looked
I'm
like
not
he
your
had
father,
a
but your father's
he's in
calling
good
you.
shape and he makes an incredible glove stop.
Sorry, Luke. I had to use you. Got a cousin named Luke. I had to use that joke.
A good
once. Might
tie
not
up
have
on the
been that funny,
face-off.
but hey.
That led to his team getting the puck. Nicely
Star
into the
Wars
zone.
universe.
And he picks it
Shoot,
up.
my backyard became like.
On to Arnold.
I can tell you a bunch of stories we made in the backyard. Me and my brother going
And
at it.
angled to fall. Wonderful save. Nice work
But
by
yeah,
Stone.
I mean, going like, so where's the
Sticks together, it
imagination
goes to the offense.
in the kids these
Pitching
days?
this one to Raquel.
There's
Trying to
no
go to
imagination, and I think that's why Hollywood, excuse me,
Walking a
Hollywood,
thin line near the border
newsflash, stop
Gathered
making
in
remakes.
by Paul.
We have been through pretty much
The
all the movies back from the
superheroes with possession in center
1980s.
ice. Looking from the corner.
Oh.
Great save, point blank.
So,
Quick developing
I mean,
play
I got
right in front.
plenty of
Almost like
ideas up
it's
here.
too close
Hollywood,
to the
if you need
goaltender.
somebody to write some stories, if you
Excellent
can
blocker
watch
stop
this
here by the
video
goaltender.
and
That's
pay
a
me,
dangerous
I would
scoring
be
chance that he
gladly
denies.
to make some stories for you because I got some pretty good ones, and I do not want to say it over the internet just because I'm afraid somebody's going to steal my ideas and make money off of it. So, hey Hollywood, come to me personally.
It's dumped in.
But yeah,
Played on to
imagination
Wilson.
is like dead, and you can tell it
The Ducks
too
look to
because
make a difference up the wing.
even Marvel Comics, why this game is still going on,
Check there.
Marvel Comics, all this mess, DC, they're changing up their heroes to suit everybody. They're taking old heroes that they've made in the
Passing
past
one off now to Gabbard.
and turning on. one good example, Marvel. You have turned one of the Fantastic Four to a stepbrother. No, that's supposed to be her brother. Not her stepbrother, her brother. Okay? And you did that to, like, to better please the masses. You know what? Here's an idea. Make a hero. Okay? Excuse me, people, please do not call me racist, because I got plenty of friends in this area. Blacks, African Americans, okay? You want to get the African community, you want to get the black community, how about create a new hero? I mean, shoot. Don't revamp one hero and just change it out of blue anywhere. I mean, shoot, DC did it. You got Static Shock. We'll get back to this later. Scored a second goal. That is awesome, guys. I'm actually being more appreciative of this team. We're beating the Ducks. Alex Lynch scored that goal. So that's pretty cool, guys. I'm pretty happy with this team. But back to the points with the superheroes and stuff. I mean, seriously, they lost the imagination of all these heroes. They want to revamp them to make everybody happy. It's kind of hard to do that, especially when I'm a comic fan myself, and I prefer the old comics, you know, the original stuff compared to some of the new stuff they got now. I mean, even some of the movies is, I mean, Batman vs. Superman, not all that great. Then you got, what's that other one I watched? It was, I think they called it Justice League, but still, I mean, that kind of, I mean, I haven't even seen Green Martian yet or the Martian dude yet in these movies, and they want to go ahead and make a Justice League. And Martian was one of the founding of Justice League, so I don't get it. The only one that's been accurate or close is Marvel. They've only did that one bad thing, but they're doing pretty good. I mean, if you want to please everybody, just make another hero. I mean, I know y'all can do it. I mean, especially Marvel. I mean, come on, guys, you got the mutants. X-Men. Really, X-Men. You can make tons of heroes, tons of backstories with that. I've got a few if you don't got no ideas. They might sound like some other stories that you pulled off from, but I mean, you can make other heroes. Just the X gene factor. I mean, and then you got DC. You got so many heroes that you can make, thanks to the Bang Babies, kind of like X-Men, but it was a chemical explosion that created all these heroes and villains and stuff with Static Shock. So you got all these scenarios that DC and Marvel. I mean, good lord, you've got plenty of heroes to make, thanks to the X-Men and the Bang Babies. If anybody doesn't know what that term means, please go look up Static Shock. That's what the terms they use. So, I mean, really, that's just how I look at it. I mean, just really outside of that, I mean, really, can they just make more heroes and not revamping? It's like, well, eventually we're gonna see Captain America. I don't know, Captain America. What, an alien version of Captain America? Ooh, that's supposed to connect to the sci-fi. No. That's how stupid it is. Going back to this game, though, my team has scored another goal. 3-0. That's not bad, actually. That's actually pretty realistic to a real game especially a game that
Over 6
one
minutes
side is
remaining here in the
dominating.
first period. Do you see a pattern developing here? They're up now by 3. The Ducks got that face-off win. Now what?
The Ducks is doing very poorly.
That's the way to make
which,
pay.
Unfortunately, the puck carrier there knows
again, guys, let me rephrase. My team has been drafted with some stat
And
guys,
he
so
steps across the line. Got a piece of it.
my team is like an all-star team.
The Ducks controlling play now in their own end.
And who knows? Maybe if I do this, if I get a lot of views into this video, we might do another video, and we might actually do it play versus an all-star team.
Broken stick couldn't take it. Terrific save. The stick failed him.
Oh
And
yeah.
he'll cover.
Information-wise, any Sword Art fans out there, Phantom Final Bullet is coming out next month of Sword Art Online franchise, and the way I'm looking at it, this game is going to be big. Just because, you know,
The draw, the tie-up, and his team
the game is going to be a whole lot different than the other games.
Around to the corner.
In all the Sword Art games, you've only been in SAO and Alpine. You've never really been in GGO all that much.
North Carolina's in
Frankly,
possession as they
now we're
travel
going to
in their
have
own end.
GGO in this game. And another benefit and another thing that I'm going to like about it is it looks like you're going to be, I have it from, I'm still reading some information on this game. I was just thrilled that they're having another Sword Art game. But with that being said, it looks like you're going to create your own character and play alongside Kirito, Asuna, and all of them, which will be good because, especially for the female players trying to talk to Klein as Kirito, yeah, doesn't work. Oh, there's my character with a C. And we scored a 4th goal, so that's pretty cool. Oh, yep, Nathan Adkins. My dude scored a goal. About time. Just so you know, I am not that good in real life. But hey, computer editing and making your avatar, amazing technology, isn't it?
Face-off win, and now what will they do with it?
Oh yes, Sword Art. Final Bullet. According to how that name sounds, it might be their last game they're going to make. I hope not. I really hope not, because they've been pretty good on the game. And since they're, since it's a gun guild game, and we're still going to have that proton sword, I might just go with 2 proton swords. So like,
he had people chasing him down that breakaway, but he found a way to score.
I'm a Jedi.
The goaltender wants to be aggressive here, but this is just perfectly delivered.
But yeah, Sword Art Final Bullet is coming out next month. That's going to be from what it looks like, it's going to be a real good game. And as soon as I get that game, all that's definitely going on broadcast. I want to try to be the first guy to do that. Probably won't, but I'll be the one of the first of multiple people playing this game. Or that game. Of SAO.
Anaheim's in control of the puck in neutral ice.
The next thing I do want to talk about, the game playthrough convention in Raleigh, North Carolina. Me and my bro is actually going to go this year, and I've finally got a GoPro. Get some videos of that, and I'm going to put them in the broadcast as soon as I figure that out. And what the crap is my team doing? 2 goals in like, what, 3 seconds? 30 seconds? That's messed up. Jonathan, what are you doing?
Perry's quick hands allowed him to snap that one off and score the goal.
The passer recognizes that he's got to get the puck up in the air, but he displays sweet hands
the
as it goes
playthrough
just
convention
over the stick
in North
and
Carolina
lands
is going to have
flat on
a
the
lot
ice.
of games, from VR gaming to PlayStation video games down to tabletop games, which I'm actually impressed for the tabletop games because I'm actually going to go for one tabletop game this year. It's called Swiss Wars. The game is still rarely new, in the U.S., it's pretty much taking all your anime movies, characters, and shows, putting them all in one game, and say like you can have a Hero Macadamia deck versus my Sword Art Online deck. Or if my brother had a deck, he would probably go with Inuyasha, which I don't see why he likes that show all that much. I really don't. But yeah, that's one of the games that I'm going to go for, and try to learn it and play with other people that actually knows how to play that game. That's going to be the cool part about it. Also, I'm also going to go there for all the VR games. They're going to have some cool VR gear that's going to be hanging out there, and I'm dying to play those, so I can't wait. They do have a costume contest down there as well. You can pull them up online, play through convention in Raleigh, North Carolina, and what the crap? It's like in the last minute, the Ducks is coming back.
This is one shot I wish more young hockey players would use. Everybody wants to take the big slapper. It's not how hard you shoot it, it's how quick it comes off your stick.
That is messed up, man. That is so totally messed up.
He was in really good position, and he just wasn't able to stop him.
You know what, guys? I don't think I can last through this whole game, so we're going to actually end it at the first period. And we'll declare that the winner, because right now, if I don't, my team might actually lose.
North Carolina's looking to head man up the wing.
And you know what? I might just go ahead and play this game through without the broadcast and comment at the bottom of this video to see who actually won the game. So I got a couple more minutes left. But yes, the playthrough convention. From what it looks like a pretty good convention, and from what I saw from the Raleigh convention in North Carolina for the SuperCon, it was a blast. 3 days of nothing but fun. And I'm actually going to go back to the SuperCon convention just because I kind of like how they had a segment or a sit-in to listen, and they actually had a preacher for Sunday morning. I'm actually okay with that. That was my Sunday service. The preacher had a real good sermon. He actually taught on Jesus very well. But there's a few things that me and him disagree with. For one, being Deadpool movies. I'm sorry, guys, but Christians should never, ever watch that movie. The reason I know, I got tricked in. One of my ex-girlfriends tricked me into watching that movie, and it was an excellent chance. She goes like, "Oh, it's Marvel, it'd be fine." Yeah. Christians, if your significant other suggests you go watch a movie, do your research before you go to this movie. I was actually going in blind. I was thinking, okay, Marvel, okay, fine, it'd be a good movie. Yeah, no, do your research. But no, but other than that, the guy really had pretty good views of how to look at movies and how to look at movies to look at your Christian life, on how you need to pursue your Christian life and walk with Jesus Christ. He had some Bible to back it up, and, but again, some of his stuff we kind of disagree with, and the stuff that I disagree with, he really didn't have no Bible to back it up, or he was changing it, in my opinion. But I'm not going to give his name. I can't remember now anyway. But the preacher they had a good, like a Sunday school service. For any Christians that think they're going to miss church, they do have a church. They do have a preacher there. Do they have one this year? I don't know. I'm actually keeping an eye out and see if they do, because that's actually something that I hope that they do again. And guys from Raleigh, North Carolina, or Convention, North Carolina, or I don't think they plan that. The guys from SuperCon, if you plan it, I would actually love to have another preacher at y'all's convention for Saturday, Sunday morning, because for Christians like me, where we can actually go and go to church still at a convention, that we can go and do other stuff after church. That's actually pretty good for my aspects, knowing that there still are Christian cosplayers in my mind, since that's there. I would love for y'all to do that again.
You have to hit the net in that area.
Game over. And, well, first period. But, game over for us. Guys, thank you for listening to my information. And please, do me a favor. Do not take my word on some of the information that I have. Look it up online. Go to a reliable source. That's where I go. Or that's what I do. Especially for the playthrough convention and SuperCon convention. As of right now, I will tell y'all at a later date. But it is scheduled for this year. I cannot remember the dates yet, so please go to playthrough convention. Playthrough convention. Go look that up. That one's on February 17th through the 18th. I do know that one. The SuperCon convention. Please go to Facebook. Look them up. In Raleigh, North Carolina. They do have another one that's in Florida, but I am not that rich, so I do not know. I don't know about that one. But if it's anything like Raleigh SuperCon, it's going to be a pretty good con. So if you're into that stuff, also thank you for watching. Do not forget to click subscribe. And hey, give me a like, and if you answered any of my questions at the bottom of the video, I will try to do a shout out for you in the next video that we do. So guys, I don't have anything else to say, and I am getting pretty sleepy after watching this good game, just because I'm not playing any, I guess. Who knows. But again, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hey, we're who knows what next game I will play next for gaming for fun. And just keep that in mind. We game for the fun of it, and we're gonna be all around different games. It's gonna be fun, guys. So tune in next time. And if you don't tune in next time, just subscribe me and watch it on your free time schedule. So, again, guys, thank you. Thank you for watching. And everyone, have a God bless day. And with that being said, today is Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. Okay. During Sundays and Wednesdays nights, go to your local churches, and may God bless every single one of you. Have a good time, or have a good day.